Hey, what's up, Transtastic? It's Sunday. No, it's not Sunday. It's Friday, and this week we're talking about fitness. I want to talk first about my experience with fitness, and then I want to kind of talk about being trans and fitnessing. So my experience with fitness is negative overall. I don't know why, I just really don't like being active. I don't know what it is, but like running to me is torture. Going to the gym is torture. I like the way that I feel after going to the gym and lifting, and I love being sore the next day, but the actual getting to the gym or getting out to run is the hardest part for me, and usually it prevents me from doing it at all because I just give in and I'm like, I don't want to do this, so I'm not going to. I used to play tennis, for those of you who don't know, and I was on teams through high school and college, varsity in high school, and Division III NCAA in college. And what that meant was I was extremely active. I had practice almost every day. In college I had 5 a.m. practices, and it was really, really intense, and it was to the point where I was exercising every single day, and I didn't really mind because it was just something that I did, you know? It was part of my routine, and I think that's where the disconnect is between my fitness life, which doesn't exist now, and my fitness life then. Was I was on this team, it was just part of being on the team, and it was just something that had to be done, and it was something that I did. So it just wasn't really, I don't know, I didn't really think twice about it almost, because I just had to do it. So I think that's the first thing that I really struggle with, but is very, very important for fitness, is making it a part of your routine, because if you don't make time for it, then you're gonna find a lot of excuses to not be doing it. So that is the most important, to make time to put fitness in your life and in your schedule and in your routine. And once it becomes part of your routine, it kind of becomes second nature. It's like, well, yeah, I'm working out today because that's what I do on Tuesdays. There are some types of fitness that I like. So just because I don't like running or going to the gym, I would live on my bike. Literally, I love biking. I would bike everywhere if I could. There's lots of ways to get exercise. There's lots of ways to become fit, and it's not necessarily going to the gym or going for a run. So if you don't like those things, there are other options for you. And that has really been something that's comforted me over the years, because I'm like, you know, how am I ever going to be fit, or how am I ever going to be in good health if I don't like going for runs? But it's, biking is amazing. I also love longboarding, so those two things combined are gonna get me legs of steel, and I'm ready. Bring on the legs of steel, because right now my legs are like this big. So the second thing that I want to talk about is being trans with fitness. It was very, very hard for me because I had so much dysphoria, and I would wear a binder, but you should not wear a binder to the gym. You shouldn't exercise in a binder. So it just, in general, it was very hard for me to kind of, I don't know, to feel good about myself, I guess. And I was being fit, and I was exercising so I could feel good about myself and about my body, but I didn't feel good about my body. And I think that made it a lot harder, because it was kind of like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I going to the gym? Because every second being at the gym, I just was focused on my chest. And if I was binding, I was focusing on the pain. And if I was just working out with no binder on, I was focusing on how dysphoric I was. So that was really hard for me. What I would recommend for that is trying to find something that you can do at home. If being out in public is dysphoric for you without having a binder on, which obviously I understand if it would be, I understand if it wouldn't be, but if that is a problem for you, then I would recommend finding a program that you can do at home. And there are, I'm gonna leave the link below to the challenges that I do, but basically you can find like everywhere on the internet, on Pinterest especially, these like 30-day workout challenges. And what I like about them is that it's short. It's like, you know, okay, 30 days, I can visualize this, I'm doing this 5 days a week for the next 30 days, and then it's done. And that seems a lot more manageable to me. So that's the first reason that I like them. Second reason that I like them is because you can get them on the internet and they're free. Third reason that I like them is because you can do them in your own home, and I think that is the most important thing for me to have when I was pre-op and even now, because it can be intimidating going to the gym. Gym-intimidation, is that a word? Let's make it one. It can be intimidating, so finding something that you can do in your own home will make it a lot better, and it'll kind of take some of those feelings away for you from being in public and or people looking at me and, you know, whatever. I don't know if you guys experience this. I mean, I have social anxiety, so I pretty much experience this no matter what, but that's one of the parts of being at the gym that's really harder for me. Okay guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions about any of the things that I mentioned here, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and tell me if you feel the same about the gym, because it makes me feel better to know that there are other people out there who have similar experiences to me. Alright, thanks, and I'll see you all next Friday. Bye. This video, I'm obviously going to do a review of this book, if you haven't noticed.